You outgrew the old version of yourself, and that's fine. Whether you don't know who you are now, whether you're still discovering that, or you've discovered who you are, I think we really have all been there. There are different versions of ourselves in each phase of our life, from adolescence when you're to your teenager and to adulthood. And we're never going to remain the same. And that's perfectly fine. But I think when we begin to not recognize ourselves, we start to spiral like, oh my God, like you feel like you're losing grip of that persona of who you used to be. It's like trying to grab ice, but just slipping out of your hands the entire time. It's because that version of you is no longer meant to serve the phase of your life that you are going into. You are meant to grow. You are meant to rediscover or discover that new version of yourself, and you deserve that. You owe that to yourself. Truthfully speaking, when you begin to not recognize yourself, that's the first step of growth. Just because you're transforming into this new person, it's kind of like a caterpillar when it's in its cocoon and it turns into a beautiful butterfly. I know it is such a cliche thing to say, but it's true. We go through different seasons in our life, and through those seasons we learn and we begin to analyze what serves us and what doesn't serve us. And that's a huge hit on your confidence. When you begin to not recognize yourself, you begin to feel lost in every single aspect of your life. Therefore, your confidence is on the ground. I'm here to tell you that rediscovering yourself does not have to be a miserable journey. Think of it as meeting a new person for the first time, whether it's a platonic friendship or a romantic friendship or anything of that sort. Think of it as meeting a new person for the first time. What does this person like? What are their interests? When they walk into a room, how do people perceive them? Not that it matters, but in a positive way, it does. But how do people perceive them? What's their energy like? What music do they like? How do they dress? Or so on and so forth. What are they into? So think of it like that. Get to know yourself. Get to know that version of who you are. And I know that a majority of us go through experiences where we feel like we have lost ourselves to the point of no return just due to life events. It could be due to mental health, it could be due to postpartum, or it could be the death of a family member, or it could be anything that has really rocked your world. I think when you're at that point of no return, you deserve to give yourself that chance. I've been there. And when you give yourself that chance down the line, you'll start seeing that light little by little, and you'll begin recognizing what this new version of you entails. You begin to form a new identity. You begin to form new interests that you never knew that you were ever going to have. You perceive the world differently. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Going back to my reference of a caterpillar to a butterfly, you see it turn into a little wormy looking thing into this beautiful butterfly with beautiful colors, beautiful wings. And think of yourself as that butterfly. Think of your growth just like that. It's not going to be a perfect ride. It really isn't. However, there are lessons within getting to know the newest version of yourself that really create that strong hold, and it will create boundaries for you. It'll create a stronger persona for you. And I can guarantee you that you can definitely get through it. There's a reason why that the old version of you is not sticking. And that reason is only for you to find out. What does the next phase of your life entail? You don't know, but the universe does, your fate does, and that's the most important part. So if you find yourself to be in a phase of, I don't know who I am, who am I, what do I like, I don't recognize this version of myself anymore, that's a great thing. And if you're scared, that means that there is something that lies ahead for you that is so much bigger that's just going to make a positive impact in the new version of yourself that you're meant to be.